to know where to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ananya Shintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasade Tesham Nityamyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyam. LIC has stolen. LIC is a big thief. From here, Bhagavad Gita, this statement, Yogakshemam Vahamyam, is stolen. They have the two hands, and at the base there is statement Yogakshemam Vahamyam, LIC. Means what? You take our insurance, Mike Wala, you play whatever you want to play, then you sit down. Done? Sit down. Suddenly when the sound comes, I say, where from Bhagavan Krishna has come? So LIC tells, pay your regular installments and die. We will look after your family better than you. And here Bhagavad Gita says, you can't die and we will take care of you. See, depending on your ability to dig, you get the benefit in life. Suppose you want to have the hidden pearls or the diamonds in the depths of the sea, you must have the ability, the courage to dive deep, then only you can get it. If we are surface swimmers, we will enjoy swimming but will not get what we wanted. Exactly, all the mantras of Bhagavad Gita are to be understood in this light. Okay? First, what normally people understand is this. Ananya Chintayanto Maam, those who are dedicated to me, they think about me only. If there is no food, Krishna, Krishna, food I should get. Then if they want to sleep, Krishna, Krishna, I am not getting sleep. Constantly they are bothering me. This is one meaning. The second thing, Te Jana Paryupasate. It is not only in front of that God in the temple they think of me, but everywhere, wherever they go, they think about me and me and me, do my upasana. You must have seen there are many Mahatmas, they carry with them Gopala Krishna or Bala Krishna, and wherever they go, they have got in their hand. I always feel one pity for him. When he goes through machine, as our luggage goes, Krishna will be feeling it. So, Ananya Chintayantu Mam Ye Jana Paripase. Tesham Nityabhyuktanam. So those who are Nitya, ever united with me, I take care of their Yogakshema. Yoga means what? What we do not have, to get it is yoga. And kshema means whatever we have, how to protect it. Both. Earning money is problem. Protecting the money is super problem. Bhagavan says, I take care of. Now keeping this in view, the average kind of devotees, they are all the time putting the burden of their life on Bhagavan's head, and then something goes wrong. I think Bhagavan is angry with me. Therefore, this is happening. Why Bhagavan will be angry with us? You know, our condition in Bhagavan's eyes. I'll give one or two examples. There was an elephant and he was crossing the river. And there was a mosquito also. The mosquito wanted to cross the river. So he landed on the tip of the hair of the tail of the elephant. And the elephant crossed. After going that side, the mosquito thought, let me thank God. So he went to the ear of the elephant and just to thank you very much for the lift. The elephant did not recognize the presence of that mosquito. Our condition is worse than that. We have to recognize this very clearly. Don't push the God away. Don't keep him other than you, away from you. That because we are here, Bhagavan, what he told, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. We are not talking about this crying type of devotion. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Uttamam, the supreme most knowledge. So in that light we should read. You know what happens? We take out the meaning from the scriptures according to our convenience. Like if you take the commentary of Bala Gangadhar Tilak on Bhagavad Gita, it is Karma Yoga. So he has brought out only those verses from Bhagavad Gita where karma is glorified. In this Vivekananda Kendra of at the base of India, there is a small rock. On that Kendra is situated near Rameshwaram. So there they have compiled the various verses from Bhagavad Gita, and because it is a service organization, they bring out and emphasize karma is the only thing what Bhagavad Gita tells. Then those who are devotion type, they cull out only the devotion aspect and all other things are rejected. See. And those who are knowledge oriented, they bring out only the knowledge. But what exactly Bhagavad Gita tells? If we take the complete picture with a proper perspective and understanding, then only it will be not bias. Karma kandis are biased, devotees are biased, jnanis are biased. Because they want to prove that is the right path. See? But what Bhagavan told to Arjun, none of that Arjun practiced. Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paripasate, standing in between the two armies and Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. War time, little later. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Between the two armies, will you do this? Or will you do meditation? Shucho Deshe Padishtapya Sthiramasanamaatmanaha Natvichritam Nadirecham Shailajana Ushotaram Tatre Kagram Manakrutva Nakinchana Vichinte. On the battlefield. See? What is said in Bhagavad Gita is only one thing. correct your wrong notions. The whole problem of our life is based on wrong notions. These wrong notions destroy us. See? I'll tell you an example about wrong notions, what happens. All parents have this notion that their children are beautiful and intelligent. They forget they are their children. How they can be beautiful and intelligent? But they have that notion. So one girl like this somewhere, I was going with her father, and being lazy, I didn't want to go anywhere. So Swamiji, just go there, see how beautiful it is. I said, you go, I'll not come. I'll wait and see how beautiful you look from there. Swamiji, it is looking so beautiful, come. I said, now I must return her. I said, look here, do you know the principle? That which looks good is not good. What do you mean? For example, you look good. Next 3 days she did not talk to me. Because her parents must have put in her head that, oh, darling, you are the angel from the heavens. Angel from the heavens is imaginary. Neither heaven is there nor angels are there. See, friends, therefore, what is the problem is only the wrong notions. These wrong notions should be corrected without creating new notions. If this one principle you take it as a takeaway in this retreat, you have learned everything. We are all leading notional life. See? I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother. Is that all? Only a fraction of us. And fractions are imaginary. Earlier, our 1 rupee used to be 64 paisas. Now they are 100 paisa. Therefore, they are called as Naya paisa, new. Old was 64, now new. Why? We are progressing. We don't know, maybe it will become 1000 paisa, new paisa. See, friends, fractions are imaginary, they do not exist. Directions, north, east, west, south, are they real? The space is real, not the north, east, west, south. But our whole life is based on these imaginary concepts are taken as real, and therefore we suffer. See, friends, therefore we have to correct our notions about ourselves, about the world. So what is the notion about the world? Oh, the world is too much. Now again, find out which world is too much. A woman is created by God. 3 is Ishakarya, feminine gender. Out of that one woman, the father creates a daughter, the husband creates a wife, the son creates a mother. Who are having problems in life? The daughter, the wife, and the mother. Woman has no problem. Can we separate the woman from the wife? No. Who is miserable? Wife. Who is non-existing appearance. Therefore, what will be the spiritual practice? See? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. That's all. Nothing less, nothing more. After that job is over, get out and come back to the woman or the man, relax. But after everything is over, you go back in the room and again I'm brooding, now my children must have gone to the school. I hope they will do something. Non-stop. Therefore, wrong notion about ourselves, wrong notion about the world. So there are two creations. One is God's creation, second is our creation. God created a woman, we created sister, wife, mother, etc. So in God's creation, no problem. In our creation, nothing but problems. So what sadhana will you do, tell me? The only sadhana is don't take any relational existence too seriously. See? We have to ourselves understand this. Then only we are understanding Bhagavad Gita. Then the third notion we have about spiritual practice. Religious practice is different from spiritual practice. Religious practice takes this world as real and guides us how should we conduct in this world so that we are not a problem for others and we don't take others as problem. This is what religion is. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, matrudevo bhava, etc. That is religion. What is spirituality? Spirituality is discover your divine nature and let the divinity express through you. That is spirituality. See? So Dharma Shastra is Guhya Shastra. Then Upasana Shastra, constantly crying before the Lord. That is why Bhagavan Krishna is smiling. आ गया रोने वाला. I am always surprised. Many, that is their personal thing. I have no comments. But when they stand before the Lord, what you want to do? Is he an object of knowledge or the truth of experience? When you keep God away from you, following things happen. Dvitiyatmai bhayam bhavati. You will be always afraid. Krishna, 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 Krishna. When they stand before Ganapati, you see, they will be doing the Krishna model like this, legs, and then hands also cross. Initially, I never knew what they are doing it. But then, I imagine they must be telling, Ganapati, behave properly, otherwise you will get this punishment. Don't keep him away. So when you take anything as other than you, fear will come, desire will come, anger will come. God is not to be afraid of. That is Guhyatara Shastra. No, iti Guyyatamam Shastram. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. What is the Guyyatamam Shastra? This is said in this verse. So, our present notion is I am so and so. Now Bhagavan says, now start contemplating in this line. Ananya Chintayanto Mam. Yo, whosoever he may be, he who Ananya. Anya means other. Ananya means not other. He who recognizes his divinity by discarding the expressions of the divinity. The more we become subtle in our understanding, you will come to know that when the objectivity is discarded, desires and fear will disappear. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanne vatmana tushtaha. You are at peace with yourself. This is the meaning. Ananya chintayanto mam. Don't push him away. Friends, we see the world what we have seen ourselves. First, our identity should be clear. If my identity is I am a Tamilian, then others are chameleons. If my identity is I am Indian, others are not Indians, or if they are Indians, then they are close to me. See, friends. And if we have discovered our divinity, then the whole world is only my expression. See? And whatever is recognized as my own creation expression, we will have natural love. That will not be an action, but it will be an experience. Because we see ourselves there. Whenever they take, the group photo, and they want to say, and let me see, let me see, let me see. And what they see? They see our face. Others they will not see. But Swamiji, in this photograph, my eyes are closed. I said, no, that is meditation. See, friends, whatever we look at as myself or my being, we don't have to tell love. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Ananya chintayanto mam. Therefore, according to this shloka, Bhagavan says, don't think God is far away in space. He will come later in time and he will appear in front of me other than me as an object of knowledge under n number of conditions. No. Then Ananyashit, think that, what to think? I am God, Aham Brahmasmi. No. Stop thinking. In the absence of thoughts, that which is present is our essential nature. Ananya Chintayanto Mam. Like eyes can see others, not themselves. Mind can think about others, it cannot think about itself. Therefore, Ramana Maharshi says that Manasam tu kim margade krute naiva manasam marga arjava. If you start inquiring what the mind is, the mind will disappear. This is such a simple approach. This is what Bhagavan says here. Ananya Shintayanto Mam. Don't have the wrong notion. God has forsaken us. God doesn't take care of us. No. Under all conditions, every time, every place, every situation, He alone is functioning through us. If the glasses are yellow, I'll be seeing everybody suffering from jaundice. Where is the jaundice? Neither in the people nor in my vision. Jaundice is through the glasses which are yellow. In the same manner, when we are looking at this world, through the limitations of our sense organs and mind and intellect, the world is seen. When we experience that experience which is not limited by sense organs, mind and intellect. Again I am repeating. That experience which does not involve Jnanendriyas, organs of perception, mind and intellect. What are these three things doing? Sense organs give the objectivity in the experience. Paramatma is not object. Mind supports emotions, likes, dislikes, joy, sorrows. Paramatma is none of them. Intellect supports conceptions, concepts. Paramatma is not a concept. So that experience which does not involve any valid means of knowledge. The valid means of knowledge are three: sense organs, mind, and intellect. Now, ananyashintayantoma means what? You are thinking of him without reference to the sense organs, the mind, and the intellect. So, objectivity gone, emotions disappear, concepts are not valid. This non-objective, non-emotional, non-conceptual presence is meant by Bhagavan, Ananya Shintayanto Mam. Like we tell you, listen to silence. Means what? Silence cannot be heard by the ears. Ears can hear only the sounds. But then we are told hear or listen to the silence. What is to be done? Only one thing. Remain indifferent to the sounds. In the same manner, you cannot think of Paramatma. न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाक् गच्छति न मनः न विद्मः न विजानीमः यथा एतत् अनुशिष्य. All the organs of perception, action, mind and intellect do not operate in this area. Therefore, if we cannot think about God, then how to think about Atma Chintan? How can you do contemplation on the self? Contemplation on the self or Atma Chintan means Anatma Chintan is absent. Things we can think, big, small, like, dislike, good, bad, available, not available. But when it comes to ourselves, everything disappears except ourselves. This we told you in simple terms. That which is supporting even the absence of everything is ever present. That to which neither can anything be added nor anything be subtracted. That which cannot be gained nor can be rejected. Aheyam anupadeyam. Each and every word will help us to mean what is Ananya Shintayanto Mam. Now this is not only during meditation. No. Like we think about food even after the food is over, isn't it? Breakfast is over, again start. Lunch ke liye kya hai? This is called Ananya Shintayanto. All the time thinking about food. Then, ye jana paripasate. Those people who are thus engaged in this experience which does not involve objectivity, emotions or concept. This has to be paripasate under all conditions, all places, all times. See? Tulsidas gives this example that like a greedy person thinks about money everywhere. He cannot think without reference to money. He has to have money in his head. In the same manner, paripasate, every moment we think of him. And what do you think of him? React zero. No reactions. And therefore, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय. Okay, God's will. Hari इच्छा. तो अनन्या चिंतयन्तो माम ये जना पर्युपासते. Then तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां. They are ever one with me. When this is practiced, Yogakshemam Mahamya, then you will come to know that we are taken care of by us or by him. See, friends, we are taken care of by him. But ahankara vimudhatma karta ahamiti manyate. We have that notion, I have done this thing. If you have done, then you suffer. If everything is God's will, then he suffers, you relax. This is the meaning that don't push God away from you. He is very much suffocating inside. He wants to express, but we tell him, quick, be quick, stop, don't talk, be quiet. But you know, my husband doesn't listen. Yeah. This is what we told in our mantra, living at zero complaint level. No complaints about anything or anybody. Bhagavan says in second chapter, Matra Parashastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkhada Agama Apayina Anityan Tan Titikshasva Bharata. Hey Arjun, any experience in the relative world, whether it is a good or a bad experience, has the same story. What is the story? Agama, it begins in time, it remains for some time, and it ends after some time. Any experience. Therefore, it is temporary. So, for the temporary experiences to become permanently miserable, is it the right way? Then what? Titikshasva Bharata. What cannot be cured should be endured. No. What cannot be cured should not be endured, should be enjoyed. Like you are tolerating me. Now there are two types. Those who are deeply involved, they are listening. And those who are unable to tolerate, they are not reacting, they go to sleep. And after the lecture is over, they will be the first, Swamiji, you are awesome. Because you put me to sleep. Therefore, Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam, we are ever in care of him. He has never forsaken us. Yogakshemam Mahamya. Now, one more point. If we see our total life, if we have to summarize what is our life, so there are only two things. We are constantly running for getting that what we don't have, yoga. We are constantly struggling to protect what we have. Other than these two things, there is no better definition of life. I want this, I want this, I want this, yoga, yoga, yoga. I have this, but it should be protected. Nobody should take it away. That comes, it will go. See? Same thing with your children. Remember this principle. Do you know who are children? I heard it from one great Mahatma. He said, children are those people in the last life from whom you have taken a lot of money but never paid back. And therefore, in this life, they have come to not only get the money back but with interest. Therefore, don't get too much involved with anything in this world. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. So what is due to us, we'll get it. One day, a person was asking me, Swamiji, we always see you have got the latest gadgets. How do you get it? I said, I don't buy anything. That is my principle. Anything free is good, including poison. When you don't run after something, it comes to you. We are running after happiness, it runs away. We are wanting to run away from misery, it follows you. Relax. What is due to us, that we will get. See, friends, Yoga Kshemam Vahamya. Because he is the director and he has put in this particular role that you have to play. You have to play the role of a nagging wife, play the role. Nag fully. So that he will discover dispassion and become a saint. Aha. Do you know how Tulsidaji became a great saint? Only because of this. Credit goes to his wife. He was born and his mother died. Nobody was there to look after him. So in an ashram he was brought. Only Jains in the ashram. So in his whole life, he has not come across any lady, mother, sister, auntie, grandmother, nobody. Then he studied very well and then he used to give satsanga, Ram Katha, and one of the audience found that he is a good boy for my daughter, got married. So what for people go to satsang? They don't go for Ramakrishna. So he got married. Now that was the first time in his life that a woman came in his life for the first time. You can imagine that wife, so much infatuated. Once it was, his satsang was over, he went home, but found she is not there. It was raining in cats and dogs, horrible. In that, like a Hindi cinema hero, he crossed the Ganges river, which was carrying a dead body. On that he sat and moved ahead and climbed on the tree. And from there he went to her room. She got so disgusted. For this dirty body of bones and muscles, filth, you are so mad? If you are that much mad for Rama, he will reveal to you. Out of an average kathakar, he became a Tulasidas. Now, how many wives must have told this to how many husbands, and how many became Tulsidas, and how many became Devdas? See, my friends, how you take your life. Therefore, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam, all that is necessary for us, that happens. Had this event not happened in the life of Tulsidaji, a great saint we would have missed him. Had our Naradji not come across this Ratnakar, a Valmiki would have been missed. Therefore, every event which we think it is bad, friends, don't doubt his intentions. That is our need. Then you will live at zero complaint never. How to live that? Jo thari rahe so mahari rahe. Oh Lord, thy will be done, thy will be done. We have no complaint. Then we become his instrument. See? And what is his instrument? This instrument, mic, is between you and me because it is not producing its own sound. Exactly the same way, when we do not produce our own sound, Let him talk through us. And he can never be bitter. He can never be frustrated. He can never be miserable. Therefore, this verse, it has got so much of load. Let him express through us. Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paripasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Living in this knowledge is really studying Bhagavad Gita and practicing in our life. ये अपि अन्य देवता भक्ताः यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्ति अविधिपूर्वकम्. Now there are other type of devotees. They anya devata. They are propitiating other gods. Which are other gods? Other gods are, for example, the Deva means what? Potentialities, knowledge. So others are, for example, singing, bhajan. There also, indirectly, they are propitiating me. But it is avidhipurvakam, wrong way. So what is the right way? The right way is our Mirabai. She used to compose and sing for Bhagavan Krishna. Or take Jhalota. You know this, what is it? Anup Jhalota. Meri chunari, re. People get tired and clap. Friends, remember, bhajan, kirtan, devotion is not a performance on the stage. See? It is not a performance. Many times you will see when somebody sings bhajan, we clap. It is the insult. It is not appreciation. Our devotion is a performance or what? It is not performance. It is our offering to Him. Therefore, ye api anya devata jajante. They are invoking their faculties, singing, dancing. And you will see such singers, dancers, etc. They are waiting for getting the applaud. Because it is not devotion, it is performance. Friends, spiritual life is not a performance on the stage. One person is acting as Hanumanji only on the stage. After going back, get down and start the video. You can imagine Hanumanji smoking. Because for him it was acting. He was not one with Hanumanji. Spiritual life is not an acting wherein you want to please the world. We have to be sincere and answerable to our own conscience. We don't require anybody's certification. Are we at peace with ourselves? Do we fall short of self-respect? Then we are in tune with the divine. Yapi anya devata bhakta jajante shraddhayanvita, and their devotion to the music, singing, bhajan, kirtan is sincere, no doubt about it. So they become expert in their field. And as a result, they remain entangled in that only. And if they go somewhere And if there is no facility for that, then they are constantly frustrated. Because performance. Adhyatma is not performance. What is Adhyatma spirituality? I'll tell you in one single sentence. When you are not lonely, although you are alone, what happens with us? When we are alone, we feel lonely. Yeah, let us call somebody. Hey, what are you doing? None of your business. Because we are lonely. We want a company. Why we want company? We are bored of ourselves. See, friends. Therefore, Vijante Shraddhayanvita Tepi Mameva Kaunteya. In fact, they are invoking me only. When they are chanting Bhagwan's bhajans, kirtan, they are invoking me, but the wrong way. So what is the right way? Right way, let our words carry the meaning. Otherwise, what happens normally if we see classical singers? The other day I was listening to one abhanga. It is a very rare type of abhanga I heard. It is some Sohira Nath, somebody, I don't know who is he, is abhanga. It is said in that abhanga that we are afraid of this world as the snake on the rope. And therefore, we are separated from the divine. Doricha Sapa Bhyuni Bhava. Doricha Sap means snake and the rope. Bhyuni become afraid. So we take this world as real and lead a frustrating life. Bheti nahi jiva shiva. You will never discover your divine nature if you are living in this world under a constant fever. Therefore, again and again, reflect on this. Is this world worth wasting our time in life? We must be at peace. If something good is happening, buy a product. Therefore, tepi mapi taranteva yajanti avidhi purvakam. Although they are doing the things but the wrong way. Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha natu mam abhijananti tatvena atahaschyavanti te. So, aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta. I alone is the experience of everything. Is it not? When we do something, we feel, oh, etar buddha buddhiman chat krita krityascha bharata. Everything went up very well. This is supported by the same reality, wherein I don't know what went wrong. That misery is also supported by the same reality. That is what we are. Aham mi sarva yajnanam bhokta. So whether it is a dravya yajna or it is the jnana yajna, everything is supported, enjoyed by him only, and natu mam abhijananti, but they do not recognize me. They don't recognize. How to recognize him? Be attentive. You are attentive, not attentive of. This is that. A straight experience. No music, no sounds, no gain, no loss, no efforts, no knowing, no not knowing, just being. Now, this experience, we cannot define it. It is like this, like that. Anupameya. It is unlike anything. There is no comparison possible. If you have got only one child, will you introduce him? Oh, he is my first son. Next, who is the second one? But there is only ekameva advitiya. Then he is my son. That means only son. Suffer. If there are many of them, suffering will be diluted. Therefore, aham hi sarvajnanam bhoktaja prabhurevacha natu mam abhijananti. They don't recognize me. They are only externalities. Friends, more than where you are, what is important is wherever you are, how you are. We come across happy and miserable people in the rich families. We come across happy and miserable people in the poor families. So riches and poverty have nothing to do with our being. It is our choice. See, friends, the more we become aware, you see, all external things become secondary. It is left with no impact on us. This is a natu mam abhijananti tatvenaha chavantite, and therefore they are derailed from their own divine nature. You know what is this meaning of word tattva? If you study Sanskrit deeply, you get more benefit out of studying scriptures. Tattva means what? Tat means Paramatma. Tat tvam asi. Tat. Now there is a suffix. The suffix is tva. Tva means ness. Good, goodness. Lazy, laziness. Fool, foolishness. Similarly, tattva, thatness. Tat is Paramatma. Paramatmaness. So tat tvam asi. You are that. You are the divine. Now what is the tattva? Tattva is bliss, satyam, jnanam, anantam, brahma. Therefore, when Bhagavan says, tatvena atahashyavantite, they are divorced from their own divinity because they are entangled in the worldly things. Somebody is entangled in earning money, somebody is entangled in a social service, somebody is entangled in the singing and dancing, and their whole life is only in that. Do all, but be rooted in the truth. This is what every experience of our life should bring us to our divine nature. Now hereafter, Bhagavan says, Yanti devavrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhya janopimam. Yanti devavrata devan. Those who are doing the upasana, puja for the various gods, they go to their abodes. Then pitrun yanti pitruvrataha. Those who are doing regularly the pindadanam and whatever they do monthly puja after the departure of the parents, etc. After death, they go to the Pitrulok. And what the Pitrulok does, Bhagavad Gita says in 3rd chapter, Saha yajna praja srishtva purovacha prajapati anena prasavishidvam esha bhotishta kamadam. So, You do these various kinds of yajna, etc., and thereby you will go to the Pitrulok. And what the Pitru do? We offer them monthly regular puja and food. And because of that, they are called as Ushmapa. Ushmapa means, if you see, the Pindadan which is given at the time of Shraddha, that Pindadan, the rice ball, is always hot. It is not from the fridge. Hot. Because the steam, the heat which leaves that ball, that is taken by the Pitrus. And those who are thus propitiated, they bless. Oh, my son, my grandson has given me the Pindadanam, therefore now I am living happily, because that is the only food they can eat, therefore they bless. So the departed souls bless the people here because they are supporting. See? Devan bhavetanena te deva bhavayantu aha parasparam bhavayanta shreya paramo apsata. In this manner, helping each other, pitrunyati pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhuteja. Those who are in the scientific field, they keep on doing research, and ultimately get frustrated, nothing happens. Then what did you get? See, I'll tell you about this thing. How we get deceived by ourselves. There was one man, his name was Sharmaji. I knew him when I was small, maybe about 20, 25. And wherever we used to have satsanga, he used to be there, Sharmaji. So no satsanga will start without Sharmaji is there. So he will be opening his harmonium and singing bhajan kirtan, everybody follow. Slowly, people started calling him Guruji. Earlier he was Sharmaji. Then after a few years, he was called Guruji. And he felt, he said, I am a Guruji. And years passed. When I happened to go to that place, I said, hey, where is Sharmaji? Not seen. Oh, you don't know Swamiji, he is not well. He is with his daughter, the only daughter. So I traced and went to their place. He was in his room lying down. When I went, I said, hey, Guruji, what happened, man? Come on, we'll have bhajan kirtan. So his daughter came. He told his daughter, prepare something for Swamiji. Don't come in my room till I call you. Close the door. I was afraid. No, what is coming? God knows. I never like anybody coming to my room and talking to me. It is such a pathetic condition. Because if I go to somebody's house, I can run away. But somebody comes to my room, where will I run? Yes, I run to bathroom. Excuse me. So I was caught up there. Then he got up from the bed. He came next to me on the sofa set, put his head on my shoulder, and my clothes were spoiled. Old man crying means every hole leaking. I said, Guruji, what happened? You abuse me, you kill me, but don't call me Guruji. I said, okay, I am sorry Guruji, I will not call you Guruji. So many years we called him Guruji. And then he said, when I started singing bhajan, people started calling me Guruji. I started accepting it. Yes, Guruji, Guruji. But I tell you today the truth. Truth is, I don't have even an iota of devotion for Bhagwan. I was only interested. People appreciate. I sing the bhajans after bhajans. But tell you, to be sincere, I have not even this much of devotion for the Lord. I was cheating myself whole life. See? We deceive and cheat ourselves the most, not others. And it is that which troubles us in our old age. See, my friend, therefore, bhutani yanti bhuteja. So we get involved in these various activities, research, this, that. Okay? Similarly, one person, he had a doctorate. And doctorate in what? You know, doctorate in Vedanta, some Banaras Hindu University. So I used to call him Dr. Saab, please tell me something. He told me, Swamiji, you can hit me with a slipper, don't call me Dr. Saab. Why, what happened? I'm so sorry. He said, do you know how I got doctorate? Google, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And the one who was my guide is my friend. And then he approved and he got me the degree PhD. On the basis of this PhD degree, I get a job, good job. To whom are we cheating in life? Ourselves the most. Therefore, Tattve Yanti Bhutani Deve Devan Pitrunyati Pitruvataha Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhya Janopi Mam. But those who are working on their own being, they cannot deceive themselves because I don't have to prove anything to anybody. Somebody calls me good, it is in their eyes. Somebody calls me bad, it is their eyes. I know what I am. See? Padma Bhushan. Swami Gadbadananda, Padma Bhushan. Can there be more cartoons than this? Bhagwan Shankaracharya, Padma Bhushan. Oh. See? This is what is it? Bhutani yanti bhuteja. We get lost in this material world and we want recognition. No. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is different than what we imagine. After this was said, then how do we really lead our spiritual practice? This is the 26th verse. We'll take it in our next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ